Welcome to Creating Stuff. My name is Jim, and welcome to my shop. Today, I just have another demonstration of how powerful CAD and your imagination can do for you. Is because in this episode, I'm going to make a toolbox organizer. So I tell you what, let's dive right into it. I'm going to show you what I'm doing and what I've done already, and maybe you can get some ideas out of this for yourself. So let's get to it. All right. This is what I'm doing today. This is a rolling toolbox for the tooling for my milling machine, and there's certain things I like organized, and I have a lot of nuts, T-nuts, things like that, which when I roll this cart around, they can get scattered around. I like them to be in their specific certain place. And if you see over here on this side, for my collets, I actually 3D printed 2 holders that I can keep all of my collets organized. That works really well. I'm real happy with that. So, but on over here, I want to do something that basically from here up, I want to keep these things organized. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to cut a piece of 1/4-inch plate steel, and I'm going to have holes where I can then cut off a piece of 1/4-inch round stock that I can weld into that 1/4-inch plate steel. So I can, all these nuts, I can actually drop them down on the 1/4-inch round stock, and they're going to stay put. So I think that's going to work really well. And before I get into it too much, I'm going to show you another toolbox organizer that I made that I'm actually really happy with, because when you make things yourself, you don't have to compromise. You can build it exactly the way you like it. And this right here is my socket organizer that I made probably about a year ago. This thing works phenomenal, is because I have spots. Like, this is my spindle nut socket for my Toyota truck. Spindle nut socket for the my F-250 for the rear axle. This is for a Ford. Oh, sorry, this is my Toyota spindle. Sorry, this is the Toyota spindle nut socket. So, but basically, all I did is I did a similar thing where I have a large plate on the underside completely, and then these pieces, I had scrap aluminum, scrap steel, so that's what I used. And basically they have standoffs, so these are actually raised up, and I basically plasma cutted them out, and so everything fits. And the thing of it is, it holds all my sockets exactly where I want them, and I don't have to compromise, because for this setup right here, there's nothing you can buy that will do this precisely. So once again, this is why I like doing things myself, because you don't have to compromise. And this drawer organizer actually works phenomenal. Beyond happy with that. So maybe that might be an idea you might like to do for yourself. And although I have the benefit of having my own plasma table, you're not, as I've demonstrated many times, you're not limited that you can't do this just because you don't have one. You have online services where you can draw this stuff up, send it out, they'll cut it out, ship it to you, and put it together yourself. So you have plenty of options at your disposal. So, but tell you what, let's task at hand. Let's get to it and let's do it. All right, so I pretty much have these laid out kind of where I want them, and this is my cheat, which I have shown before, is when I go to take a picture to importing to CAD, all I do is I just put a tape measure in there. I just set a tape measure somewhere in the photo so I can scale it off of that tape measure. So now I'll go ahead. Now I'll go ahead and get my cell phone out, take a picture, upload that into CAD, and get with it. And once again, don't use a wide angle lens. All right, for some odd reason I had a little issue with uploading a picture canvas into Fusion 360. It was kind of going cattywampus. Anyways, I did it the old-fashioned way. I just had a tape measure, measured everything out. This is just a sketch, and that is what it's going to look like. Those are the holes where I'm going to weld the 1/4-inch round stock in to slide the different pieces over the top. So tell you what, let me go ahead and write the G-code for this and get it in the plasma table and get it cut out. Let's get to it. Alright, got the piece all set up. Got air pressure, plasma going to set up. Program's all ready to go. Let's do it. Well, there you have it. Part's all done. So I'm going to let this cool off, take it off, clean it up, and next step is cut the round stock. Let's get to it. All right, I got the plate all cut out. Once I got it all deburred, everything looks good. Now my 1/4-inch round stock, I got my holes just right. Slides right in. All I got to do is put a couple tack welds. Now I got to cut this off. I'm going to do the round stock 4 inches long, each one. Unfortunately, I don't have enough, so I'll have to go pick up another piece of round stock. But I'm going to go ahead and start cutting this. I got all of my 1/4-inch round stock cut to 4 inches and squared up both ends, so they're ready to go in. One thing I would like to do is I would like to round the edges off, and like this one right here, rounded that off. And unfortunately, what I'm doing is not the best way. This is one of those videos where this is a video of me doing it, not how to do it, because the best way to do that would be on a lathe, which I do not have. So I had to next best thing. So basically I have a 1/2 inch corner round, 1/2 inch radius round over bit. So, and then I have a dividing head right here, which you're probably not supposed to use it the way I'm doing it, but I will. So basically just set the round stock up in the 3-jaw chuck on the index dividing head, and this is unlocked, so I can use the crank to turn this. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up the spindle. I'm going to move the table in so this starts cutting its radius. Then I will rotate the dividing head to produce that shape. So let's go. Well, there you have it. That's not the preferred way to do it, but it's what I got and the best results I can get. So anyways, I got a couple more to do, and then I'm going to be assembling this plate. So bring you back in a bit. All right, the plate's ready. All of my pins are ready. So now all I got to do is go through and put all the pins in place and put a couple welds on them. Let's get to it. Well, that doesn't look too bad. All I have left to do now is see how it fits. Let's go. Well, this looks like this works fairly well. It's very convenient. I can pick something up. Yeah. I mean, this organizer, the biggest thing this did was all my nuts and T-nuts and all that. These probably would have been fine without them, but you know what? I made a plate big enough to hold everything. This is going to work great, so I can roll this thing around my shop and stuff's not going to get scattered in here. So I'm very happy. And although and I do plan to get more flange nuts, T-nuts, and clamps. I do plan to get more of these things. I just haven't yet. So so that's why there's more room than I have extra room. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now all I got to do is take this out and paint it. Well, this is going to do it for the video. I'm not going to bore you with painting that organizer. But once again, I'm just showing what things you can do. CAD is a very, very good tool to use. You could do this without it. You don't have to have it. I mean, you can do layout and drill all the holes manually. So it's not like you have to have CAD and do this other stuff. But I just want to show what some of the tools you have, what you can do. And actually, my socket organizer that I have in my toolbox I showed you at the beginning of this video, that I'm actually really proud of. I'm really, really, really happy with that. So, but once again, when you know the needs you have and you do it yourself, you don't have to make any sacrifices. So, but once again, I just want to show you what your imagination can do if you put it to work. So, but now I'm going to end the video here. If you like the video, please like it. Please share it with your friends. If I can get more people watching my videos, that would be great, because I don't make a dime off any of this, and I do all these videos for you to encourage your creativity and help you achieve more. So, but anyways, well, until next time, be creative. I'll see you on the next one.